And Reed, if you'll come up and help me this morning, see what we have inside this box of wonder. You want to take it open? Let's take a peek in there. Wow, what do you see? So what do you think that is there?
Talking stick.
A talking stick. Awesome. Thank you very much, Reed. We're going to lay that right up there so we can see it, and you can go ahead and sit down. So I know a story about the talking stick I'm going to share with you here. So this story was given to the native peoples many winters ago. Now, when it was time for the young mothers to go out and gather fruit and berries, the old grandmothers stayed behind to watch the children. The young mothers honored the grandmothers by giving them this great responsibility. Now, it is believed that young children need to gather many dreams and visions before they are grown. And so, on one of these days, while the children were napping in the darkened lodge, the grandmothers looked over them. And on this day, as the young children slept, Magpie and Crow, the two noisy winged ones, were having a great argument outside the lodge. And so, one of the grandmothers went outside to quiet the fighting birds. And at first she tried to scare them away, and she couldn't. They couldn't hear her. So she called on Brother Eagle for help. Now, Eagle was a sacred animal for both the people and the animals of the world. "Oh, Brother Eagle, can you chase off these two noisy ones so our children can dream?" asked Grandmother. And with a mighty flap of his wings, Eagle sailed towards the noisy pair. He gave a call of warning to Crow and Magpie, but they could not hear him over their fighting. And so Eagle yelled louder and came closer, and that was when it happened. So Crow screamed as he flapped his wings, and he almost fell off his perch. And Magpie yelled, and his wings were flapping up a storm. And suddenly, they realized that they had flapped their wings so hard without looking at what they were doing that they had hit one of Eagle's wings. Now, it was a great offense to touch Eagle, much less cause one of his feathers to fall out. Magpie first spoke to Eagle. "Oh, Brother Eagle, I did not hear you so near. I am truly sorry for the injury that I have caused you." And now Crow was surprised to hear such dignified speech come from his rude, noisy neighbor. He spoke to Eagle with dignity. "I have many times been a naughty bird. I think this may be the worst thing I have done in many moons. I am very sorry that you have lost a sacred feather." So Crow and Magpie both went to retrieve Eagle's feather, and their eyes met, and they knew, without saying any words, that this mistake would not have happened if they had not been fighting. So Magpie took the feather in his beak and spoke to Eagle. "I am ashamed, Brother Eagle, that my loud talk and harsh words were more important than solving our problem." And Crow took the feather from Magpie and said, "We have disturbed the two-legged children and torn from your wing a sacred feather, and now we return it to you with a request for forgiveness." Eagle had watched all of this with wise eyes and an open heart, and he saw that Grandmother was looking on with learning eyes also. And he spoke to Crow and Magpie and said, "Take my feather and the branch it rests on and give it to grandmother. Grandmother, connect my sacred feather to this branch with leather and fur and beads to make it even more beautiful. Keep this stick in your lodge and teach others to create this fine-looking stick." Eagle said, "We will call this sacred item a talking stick. Tell all the people when they come together at any gathering where ears might be shut to bring out this stick and let only the holder speak, and to do so in an honorable fashion so that everyone may have a turn. And then pass the stick until all have spoken and a vote can be taken." Grandmother was very honored to have learned this lesson, and every grandmother from that day forward told this story and helped the young ones to make talking sticks. And with that, our story ends this morning, and Reed, if you'd like to come up and help us as we pass the flame to our religious exploration classes. From generation to generation, we light this flame of religious freedom. And now we'll follow Reed out as we sing "Go Now in Peace."